to the ScamSlam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
For heading back to the room in hopes that maybe something comes through and a miracle happens. Then we can go from there. If you was in the earlier live, I apologize if that live went so sideways. Hey, Christina. We are going to, we're going to yawn really big in the middle of a word. We're going to try to get through this whole live without saying the A word and talking about that situation. The situation that's in front of us is that we need help getting some groceries. We just went to 2 blessing boxes that was completely empty. My church called me back. I can go down there Monday. I got to bring them proof of where we're staying, my ID, how many people's in the house, proof of that. I say house, but it's, I told them it's a room, but I got to bring them proof of where we're staying. They said proof of how many people's in your home. So I'm not saying house, but it's, I told them it's a room, but then we have a house. Hey, Aloneness, how are you doing? So yeah. At this point, anything would help. Hey, Wingo. So yeah, that's the situation today. Guys. So if anybody would be willing to help anything out at all, guys, anything would help. And it's going to go to groceries. 100% it's going to groceries. Wingo, that earlier was, it went sideways. I hate that it went so sideways with everybody in here, but it's just, there's been a lot of stuff going on that I had to address. I really, really don't want to address it again. I'm sure you understand. It has been a beautiful day. I was out looking for work from 8 o'clock to about 1:30. So we're in that ballpark today. Putting in applications, trying to find some steady work. Because the stuff the other night was just that. It was a one-night gig. I found another staffing agency in this town again. Or, not again, but I found another staffing agency in this town. Was able to go in there and get everything put in today for being active looking for work. They told me to call him back every morning. So I looked at that Kelly Services back when we were still in Dyersburg, and it was a load of crap. If it's the same Kelly Services that I did back then. I didn't actually do it, but it was a load of crap to get it going. And a lot of big promises and no deliveries. So, hey Daisy, how are you doing? Hopefully this live goes pretty good. It's not going to be a long live, but I've got to. At this point of the day, I don't know. It's like I was trying to get a little help earlier to get some groceries. Didn't didn't get any. Went to a couple of blessing boxes. They are picked over, bone dry. Finally got a phone call back from a church. I can go Monday and get a box from there. I just got to bring them an ID and a proof of where I stay and how many people are staying with me. Can go Monday and get a box from there. I just got, you know, that's understandable. They don't want somebody coming up there saying they've got 5 people living with them when there's only 2. So yeah, that is my 20% battery life. I'll have to plug the phone back up on my way back to the room because still using GPS for everything here. So man, it's not very well right now, but it's we're on the right path of things getting better. I've got some job prospects that look really good today. Um, I think something's going to come out of that to work and start making some money, get on our feet, get out of this situation. Because today's situation is looking like to work and start making. Today's situation is looking like that's the truth there, buddy. That is the truth. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to figure out now what we're going to do for food. And I don't know. I've just been praying about things, and things are going to get better. I believe He's put us in a situation where they're going to get better. Um, Going through all this situation, I can guarantee you that once we get back on our feet, I'm going to appreciate it more than I ever have in my life. That's for sure. So, hey, Mayhem. Anything would help. Anything at all would help. I'll tag you in here because I can't send a message while I'm on. There you go, buddy. I can't send a message till I get off of the live. The live. I tell you, now I want to. I want to take this time to uh, our followers and stuff on here, our friends that was on here earlier. I want to apologize to you guys for earlier's live. I don't. I don't like to get that way in a live. Um, but it happened. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Um, I'm getting text messages too, so I'm trying to answer that. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate it. Man, love you too, brother. Yeah, man, that class it was something special, man. It really was. I always liked Cassidy. Me and her always got along. I know there was a few people in class that didn't like her though, but that was. I look back on that, and it's like that was one of the best times of my life. Um, Definitely made some lifelong connections in that class. So I still talk to Max. Uh, haven't talked to Scott in a while. Uh, See Tyler every once in a while. I haven't talked to Cassidy in a long time, but that was that was a good. We was a good group of people. Hey Sally, I'm alive. That's uh that's the answer for today, guys. I'm alive. I was blessed to be woken up another day. So there was a lot of people that didn't have that blessing this morning, and I'm glad I was one of them that was blessed. Well, Julia, we're just trying to get some stuff together to get some groceries. Hey, Kayla. We actually have the room taken care of, but that left us with absolutely nothing. And we're trying to get the room taken care of. Right now, I've got $2 on my cash app. So that will at least buy some, get the room taken care of. That'll buy some bread to go with the peanut butter we got. If you know, that will at least buy some. We got enough peanut butter for like maybe a sandwich. It's just man. It's just man. You laugh and smile, and this is truly the hardest thing I've ever been through. It's just man. And I'm going to tell you one of the hardest things that I've been learning. Uh, is how to hand over problems to the Lord and pray on them and just keep moving forward. Uh, my nature wants to get stuck on the problem and work it out and figure it out. And uh, my take care of everything. I do like pinto beans. I'll eat just about any kind of bean. White beans was always the bean of choice, though, at the house. We fix up some white beans. Always like putting, we just always called it salt meat. You know, cut that up, throw it off in the beans, let them cook all day long. And boy, you got yourself a good meal. Well, puppy power, at least that was easier to read than those long messages you send me. Good Lord. Listen, if you're going to hate me and send me long messages, at least use good grammar. I mean, I might not speak just perfect, and I might say stuff a little weird here and there, and I might mispronounce something, and I might say something that's not just perfect grammar. But man, when I have to step back and read the same sentence 5 or 6 times to figure out what in the world it is you're trying to say, you know, it's like, bro, slow down a little bit. Which one's watching me now? Not so obvious. Which one are you talking about? Stacy, you can ask any question you want as long as you're not rude with it. Hey, blessed. Okay, that's fine. I just so many of them stream. It's just how it is. That's how it goes. Where's your question? Can you ask a question? Well, Stacy, in the town that we was in, when we was in Dyersburg, every place I was going, I was running into the roadblocks that When they was trying to figure out where I was working, someone sent a bunch of different letters to a bunch of different places, and I'd go in for an interview and be like, "Man, can you explain this letter to me?" Or, "We can't do anything with you because we got a letter threatening to, you know, unalive you and everybody else in here." New town that we're at, I was out today putting in applications, talking to people. Went for an interview. Not today. I went for an interview yesterday. Went pretty good. Went for an interview. So hopefully here very very soon, I have a steady job to go into and start taking bigger steps forward. Stacy, as far as I know about that, that is someone on here. That's I don't know. I don't know them from anybody. I've never seen their page. I've never seen any videos they put out. I've never seen a live by them. I don't have a clue who they are. Probably somebody who's been on TikTok and couldn't make it doing videos, so they decided to probably ever do awareness or is they see somebody making money doing the I basically call them hate videos because that's what they're doing. They're getting on there, they're talking, they're making these rude comments like they're talking to somebody, but all they're doing is streaming their video. So talking, they're making these rude comments. I've never heard of her. Her, him, I don't even know. Never heard of him. This is the first time, or the last live was the first time I heard. No, never heard that name. Okay, well, I've never seen them. Last live was the first time I heard. So, and quite frankly, I could care less who they are. So yeah. No, unfortunately, if you want to see my face, you got to go to the page and watch some videos or look at the profile picture. I'm in the background of it. Yeah, them talking about the beans and stuff. Some good beans would be awesome tonight, but like I said, I got $2 to my name, and I guess I'm gonna get a loaf of bread and take that home. That way, at least she can have a peanut butter sandwich. I'm not in the dark. I'm having to choose not to show my video stream. That's for safety reasons right now. No, I guarantee you, I'm not collecting more than you're making in a week. It looks like I got a bunch of 10-year-olds in here, though. I didn't say anything about the J. I just got the P in the peanut butter and jelly. I don't have jelly. I got enough peanut butter in the jar to make one sandwich. I'm gonna pick up a loaf of bread. I didn't say anything about the sandwich. I'm gonna pick up a loaf of bread and she sandwich. I'm gonna pick up a loaf of bread and have the peanut butter, and I'll eat a wish sandwich. Anybody ever been so poor you ate a wish sandwich? Where you take two pieces of bread and smack them together and wish you had something in the middle. I do like ramen noodles, ramen, however you want to call them. We get about 3 packs before tax because they're about 50 something cents a pack up here at Walmart. I Yeah, I like canned tomatoes. Kayla, I'm sorry. In my head, I answered that. I don't know. So, the only thing I do in the hotel is sleep. Somebody want to tell me how it's illegal to sleep in a hotel? Hotel is sleep. Hey, Carrie. I know I told you a while ago it wasn't that bad, but it started getting. You'll probably see in a second. Listen, I'm gonna say something. Y'all can take it however you want to take it, but um, nobody needs to know anything that me and my wife do in our hotel room. So I'm not answering any questions on what we do in our hotel room. I'm not answering any questions on where the hotel room's at. Uh, Vibe, I'm not for sure. I'm catching. You said this is M. Oh, wait a minute. M from back in the day. Waiting for M's response there because Vibe velocity. You said this M. Listen, when I say not so obvious, when I sit there and I say that I do not care who is streaming me, I don't care. What they want to shout out? If you're streaming me and you want to shout out, uh, it's $10 on my CA. I'll give you a shout out. If y'all want to be shouted out that bad, if you want me to say their name that bad. Ooh, I gotta unblock that one. Well, Vibe, if you're still in here, I wish you would send me a DM. You said this M. I remember one M from about a year ago. Uh, but you sure would like to talk to you. But you Daniel was talking about. I know what he was saying there. To you. I know what he was saying there, Carrie. You've missed a lot of this. People have been coming over here and drawing out. Carrie, you've missed a lot of this. They're drawing out a male body part. Dan, I unblocked you. Um, male body part. My mod wasn't aware of what was going on. She seen what you said and thought it was something. I was just telling her about it. I just unblocked your other account, followed you back, man. She read what you said and wasn't aware of the people sending the typing out and making it look like a male body part. Um, Royal Cruise, what's your main account? But yeah, I got you. I was letting her know what was going on. Um, so I seen your comment and I knew what you meant, but if someone came in late, they would have looked at that and been like, "Oh crap, that's got to go because of TikTok." And TikTok is so touchy with stuff, you know. But it is no, it wasn't, you know. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Mississippi Justice, I tell you, I'm the one who blocked you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm sitting here talking about how we need food and stuff, and we need help. We don't have nothing at the moment, and you're just sitting there constantly naming off foods and stuff. So you know, someone sitting there saying, "Man, I don't have something," and you're just sitting there naming off. Hey, what about this food? What about that food? What about this food? What about? And I'm just like, after 10, 15 posts like that, to me, it kind of becomes like, are they really just talking about food, or are they just taking a dig at it because they know somebody's sitting here hungry and needing something to eat? So I'll just keep repeating these foods over and over and over and over until you know that's exactly what it looked like to me, because it was you and another person going back and forth with it, and y'all wasn't answering each other. You know, thank you for that help, Daniel. I appreciate you. I know you don't care if I say your name. Yeah, now you see what I was talking about a while ago. And if I took it the wrong way, I'll apologize for that. But that's kind of how it looked to me with that. Thank you, Daniel. Not you, Kayla. You was just asking about canned tomatoes, and we didn't go any further with that. But it was just kind of like, hey, Jesse, I'm gonna tell you when you're jumping in. I should have told Carrie off the bat a while ago, and I didn't when she jumped in. We're having the issue with people coming in with and doing the keyboard thing, the where it looks like a man's private part. Um, that seems to be the big issue of the live right now. And guys, hey, I might just be a little oversensitive today, guys. I'm sorry. If I am, if y'all have been in the other live, y'all have understood a lot of stuff. Carrie, I apologize too to that I didn't inform you that when you jumped in a while ago. Um, I should have. I apologize too to uh, so it's just I should have. Just, so I don't know. I guess my guard's up really high today, and Justice, I'll apologize to you if you didn't mean it that way. Guard's up really high today. Apologize to you if you didn't mean it that way, but it was kind of just like that's how I took it. Words, words are just words on the screen. You don't hear somebody saying them. So, Greg, if somebody chooses to do that with their money, that is perfectly fine. It's their money to choose with what they want to do with. If they want to help me or help someone else on this app, it is their money to do it with. If they want to walk up to somebody on the street that they don't know and hand it to them, it's their money to do what they want to do with. If they want to make their money, go to the bank, cash their check, come home, put it in a pile in their backyard and set it on fire, that's their business. I don't know why people think they just have the right to tell somebody else what to do with the money they have. All I ask somebody to do is if you're coming in here is make your own judgment about me. At the end of it, if you want to help us, that's fine. If you don't want to help us, that's fine. If you just want to stick around and talk, that is fine. There is plenty of people in this chat right now who has never given us a dime, but they pop in every chat. We talk. A lot of times we cut up. We have fun. They check on us when we're not on here for a day or two, and they've never given us one plug nickel. Yeah, it's like Lexi J. I have no idea what you're talking about. Crap. I just went and unblocked her. If that's your opinion about me, that's fine. If you've come in here and you've watched me long enough and you've made that opinion about me, that's fine. As long as you made that opinion your own, I don't care. Cam's mom, that's fine. If that's the way you look at me and you made that opinion, it wasn't because you watched somebody else and they said this and they said that and you went, man, they said it. It must be true. That's fine. You don't have to like me. You don't. Nobody has to like me. There's people that I don't like. You know what I you know what I do with the people I don't like? I don't watch their stuff. Mayhem, I do believe it was a mistake. I got you unblocked on that account. Um, so you should be okay now. I'm sorry about that. And again, let's go back to Lexi J. I have no idea where's the money that was sent for the movie I never made. I was making a movie. It gets chaotic in here. Cam, anything would help. Uh, Anything would help. We've got a little. We're trying to trying to make it. Um, so when I say absolutely anything that somebody could send would help, I don't I don't I'm not one of these people. I don't I'm not one of these people who look at a dollar being sent to me as a bad thing. I don't people who got my phone charger out. Yeah, and I've got an application in for there too. So, and I was actually working at the McDonald's in Dyersburg. So I have. Actually was out, went to a couple of blessing boxes. They was bone dry. Finally got a call back from one of them. Um, I have to carry paperwork into there on Monday to show them how many people live with me, my ID. So it gets a little crazy in these lives sometimes when it's and listen, I wouldn't want to be a mod for me. I wouldn't. My mods do a wonderful job. Um, there is so much stuff that hate that comes in through live sometimes to where nights like tonight to where it's just there are people, but there's not like one right after another. Probably feels like a night off for them on these lives because they block so many people being rude, being mean, these troll accounts. who are just coming in to start stuff, people who are just coming in just to stream the live. Unfortunately, Caleb, anybody who comes in here and shows any kind of kindness to us will get messages. I do apologize for that. I wish they would stop doing that. It's different. Hey, if somebody says, "Hey, I want to help you out," and they want to hit them up, okay, maybe that's different. But someone who's just coming in here and being kind and talking and sharing a conversation with us and stuff, um, and leave them people alone. It's like, leave them alone. Quit being dicks and messaging these people who are just being kind. I appreciate that, Daniel. My mods do a wonderful job, though. I have a good group of mods. Um, I can't say anything bad about my mods. I always talk good about them. Um, usually have a good combination of them in here. Every once in a while, I do have all three of them in here. And on a bad night, let me tell you, they do the work of 10 mods. Um, but in that, names get hit that don't need to be hit on accident. Stuff's popping up so quick. I have blocked people that I didn't mean to block because of just things popping up too quick. I go to hit a name, I click the wrong name, and then the next thing I know, I got a DM being like, "Hey, why did you block me on your live?" So I appreciate that. Right now, they've got it under control. Like I said, they do a wonderful job. Uh, you know, and a lot of people play that coming in under 4 or 5 different accounts things, and they do such an amazing job at catching that. Like, hey, B man, some people counts things, and they some people will come in here, and I don't even catch it um, until I see some people so it's been blocked, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even see them come through. So um, until I see someone. Right now, I got a good group of mods. I don't feel the need to add any more mods. I appreciate um, the offers for the help for the mods. Um, I feel like we have a good enough relationship that if they needed some help, they would come to me and be like, "Hey, we need to mod a fourth person in." And then at that point, I would even go off their vibes and their who they want to add to their team. And I call them a team. We go off their vibes, and I call them a team because they are a team. They get on here and they go through the dirt with me, and I can never say enough um, about how good they are. Thank you, Daniel. I'm gonna follow this account too. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the help you sent. That is going to get us a little something for the night, and I'm hoping that I can make it stretch out to something to start the day. Being a mod isn't easy. There is no way. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm a very religious man. The good Lord Himself would have to send me a message saying He wants me to mod for somebody before I would mod. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. I really do. You do not know how much that means to us. And Adam helping us earlier, that's a lot of kids there, bro. That is a lot of kids. You know what causes that, right? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, are they all yours, or is it a? That's too personal. Don't worry about answering that question. Um, 19 to 4. Good lord, you got some grown and some just starting. Oh, so that's what I was about to ask, but then I realized that's too personal. Lord, you got some question. You might not want to answer that. That's amazing. But then I realized that's too personal. Yeah, he's been very busy. He had fun at least 7 times in his life, right? So, right, that's man. Yeah, Chloe, I keep telling y'all, number 4 is coming soon. 2026 is the year. It's the year. I feel it in my bones. 20 years bones. Listen, Daniel, that is awesome. Me and Angela met when we was 16 years old. We got a few more years on you than that. Uh, we've been together 30 years. So 37. I'm 46. Me and me and Angela met in 1996, and it was February the 17th, 1996. Y'all, we ain't gonna tell her that we both forgot our 30th anniversary of us meeting and starting dating. So she ain't realized it yet either. So all the little pluses on the screen is for other people to come on a box and talk. The only way I can do just my picture is to have those up there. So, Chloe, of course you're ready. You're ready. The last one's going to be twins. It's going to be a set. But I'm going to speak that next to the universe. Give y'all 5. Christine, we did get something I can go to the store on. We did get a little bit. I'm about to get off here in just a second and go to the store. Brenda, right now, well, my wife's not is not healthy. My wife does have some health issues. Uh, we're in a new location with a lot of new job opportunities, and I have been pounding the pavement daily trying to find work. That's awesome that you can still work and going through that. I applaud you for that. But there are some health issues that people have that they can't go to work on. So, um, some people can get up every day and go to work, never miss a beat. Some people have health issues they can't. I applaud you for getting up, going through that, and going to work. I applaud you for toughing out through that because I know it's not easy. And I will be praying for you that Lord gets you through it all. Thank you for apologizing, Jesse. Jesse, I think you was just prepared for what normally happens when someone says that. Because they start the dig. So Bless, that's amazing. That is amazing. Y'all hang on 1 second. Okay, Carrie. Thank you, Cookie. Appreciate that. Stacy, she said something out of line, but she also apologized for it. She made a very, very quick apology to it. Uh, if the person she said it to isn't up in arms over it, then I'm not for sure why you are. That's just kind of the way I look at it. But that's kind of how I feel about that. If the person it was said to isn't up in arms and it's no one on, then why why is someone else this? Why is someone who doesn't have a dog in the fight um, fighting in the fight? Know what I mean? If you haven't said something that you shouldn't have said in the past and had to apologize for it, please raise your hand. My hand's down. I've said stuff in the past and I've apologized for it. And your hand, my hand, you know. I hear you, blessed, but guys, I'm getting extremely, extremely hungry. I'm going to go to the store with what I have. I've got a few bucks now. Since I try to be very transparent with everybody, but since the other groups want to tell me I'm lying about that and then tell me how much money I've gotten, I figure I'll just let them run with this. If you're one of our followers or if you've helped us and you're curious, I would be tell me how much money I've gotten. Be very transparent to you. Just DM me, and I will tell you how much money we got tonight. Very transparent to you. Just DM me. But we're just going to let awareness run with whatever number they want to say I've got. We'll just go with that number. We'll just go with that. Hang on, big truck. I thought my words was over there for a second, guys. Yeah, I'm going to get to that tomorrow for sure. As I rode on up here to Walmart's parking lot, and that driver and that Walmart 18-wheeler came through here, and that driver and that Walmart, I could feel the wind off his truck coming by the car. He was that close to it. He said, "Go ahead and clip it. I'll take some of that Samwell's truck coming by the car." He was like, "All the money." I didn't even get to see what Sarah Jane said. Connie, we've been praying for you. I know you said you was in the hospital. Before I get off here, I want everybody if you're a praying person, whatever you believe in. Of course, I believe in the good Lord above. I believe He can do anything. He can heal us from our sickness. He can pull us out of what we're going through. If you're a praying person, keep Connie in your thoughts and prayers when she's going through her stuff. Keep Blessed in your thoughts and prayers. Keep the name eludes me. It was up here a while ago. Keep Brenda in your thoughts and prayers when she's going through. And just lift everybody up. Send them some good vibes as they're going through sicknesses. They're going through hospital stays. They're going through. They all know what they're going through. But I'm getting off here, guys. And we'll catch you guys down the road. But I'm getting off here, guys. Y'all have a good night. Remember, just lift everybody up, guys.